let's get started with this show, this exciting show on money, business and finance. So today we would be talking about one thing that is very close to all of us, one thing that we see in our dreams the moment we open our eyes, the moment we close our eyes. That is something that revolves all around us, and that one thing is money. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you about money, something that I am learning, something that you should be learning, something that I am practicing, something that you should be practicing. Everything about money, how to have a lot of money. There are some rules. I know we don't like to play by rules. I know that we don't love rules because rules are difficult to follow. Rules are so monotonous. Rules are so boring. But still, if you want to win this money game, which all of us want to, you need to follow these 10 rules. Maybe you can have more set of rules, but these 10 rules is what I would say are the very basics which I have learned till now and I am implementing in my life, and you should be implementing in your life too. So how many of you here in this group want to hear about these rules? How many of you want to know about the money game? How many of you want to have a lot of money? Okay, let's do this. How many of you want to have a lot of money for yourself? How many of you want to make so much of money that you cannot even count? How many of you want to have the most amount of money, the maximum amount of money? How many of you want to be the richest person? How many of you want to just simply have a lot of money? Tell me in the comments below, how much money do you want for yourself? And we will make sure that we make it true for you. How much money do you want to make for yourself? Tell me in the comments below, how much of money do you want to make for yourself? Let's see how wild your imagination is. Let's see how much can you think of. That is interesting. When it's only about writing the numbers, so poor with that as well. Well, if it's just about writing the numbers, I can keep on adding zeros to the number. So you need to be doing that. Okay, so without wasting time, let's get on to the rules that I want to talk to you about. The rules of money, the rules of playing the money game, the rules of having a lot of money, how you can have a lot of money. So let's get started with that. And the first rule is very close to what I have been talking about. It's a game. Yes, money is a game. And like any other game that we play, it has its own set of rules. It requires its own set of commitments. It requires its own time. And the best part is, being a game, you too can win it. And who wins a game? The person who is talented and who practices a lot. That is important. The person or any person who practices a lot wins any game. That is something that all of us know, right? We all know about this. A game is won by somebody who has practiced the game maximum number of times. So if you really want to win the money game, if you really want to win the money game, you need to practice a lot and you can learn it. These are the two most interesting things about money. You can learn the money game, and once you learn the money game, you practice it enough number of times that you become a master of it. So, are you ready to play this game? Okay, so that was rule number 1. Rule number 2. Money is not the cause of all evil. You would have heard a lot of times from a lot of people that money is the cause of all evil. Money is the cause of all problems. Well, if you move out with that mindset about money, if you start your money game with this negative mindset about money, or if you are somebody who hates people who have money, if you are somebody who always say that, okay, see, that man he's a rich guy, he must have done something wrong to make so much of money, then you are never going to have a lot of money. If you hate money, if you think that money is the cause of all evil, then trust me, you are never going to have enough money for yourself. Stop hating it. Start loving money. Start loving the people who have a lot of money. Start respecting money. Start respecting the people who have made a lot of money, because they have not made a lot of money by fluke. They have not made a lot of money just because they won some lottery. They have worked hard. They have followed the money game. They have practiced the money game. They have learned the money game, and that is why they have a lot of money. You cannot just say, instead of learning the game, instead of practicing the game, just because you are lazy. That is what people are. Because people are so lazy, लोग इतने lazy हैं, people are so lazy that they don't even bother. They don't give enough effort, make enough effort to learn the money game, to practice the money game. And what they do is, at the end of the day, say that money is the cause of all evil. Because they were lazy, they blame it all to money. That somebody who has a lot of money must have made it via evil means, by doing something wrong. Well, it's not that, and it's not true. You need to start loving money. You need to start respecting money. You need to start respecting the people who have made a lot of money, because they are far ahead from you. They have done everything that you are yet to start. Stop hating money. Start loving money. Number 2. Number 3. Somebody, I don't know who said this, but in the school days there was something that was very famous among us, that never run after a girl and a bus. Wait, and you will have the next one. I would add the third one to the list. Never ever run after a girl, money, or a bus. Well, why do I say so? Because if you run after them, you are never gonna catch them. What you need to do is, you need to stay. Well, let's put the bus topic aside. Let's compare a girl, a lady, and money. Well, you need to attract them, right? You need to attract them. You need to have such qualities. You need to become the magnet. If you run after them, you are never going to catch them. If you run after money, you are never going to have enough money. You need to become a magnet that attracts money. You need to become a magnet with the charm, with the skill, with the power, with everything that is needed to attract money. You need to become that attractive, not only by how you look, but by how your skills are, how good you are with what you do. So you need to attract money. You need to stop running after money, because if you run after money, money is gonna hate you. Money is never gonna come to you if you keep running after money. And this is exactly like it is running after a girl. If you have the qualities, if you are attractive enough, I don't need to say that. Yeah? So stop going after money. That was rule number 3. Rule number 4. You know what? Most of the times what we do is, we leave the money unused in our savings account, in our checking account. And what happens is, when we leave that money unused, somebody else is using your money. Somebody else is using your money to make money. And this is when the money that you have starts getting bored of you, and it goes to somebody else. So what you need to do is, you need to stop leaving the money unused, because money is getting bored. You need to stop being boring. You need to stop making the money bored. You need to make it work. You need to start making it work. If it gets bored, it is going to go away from you. So stop keeping your money in those dumb savings and checkings and fixed deposits. Start investing it. Start putting it up somewhere where it works, somewhere where it does not get bored. So stop, or never leave money unused. It gets bored. Be aware of this. That was rule number 4. So are you enjoying these rules? Are you enjoying those rules? And do you want me to continue with the next set of? We're still left with 6 rules, and you already know enough. You already know a lot. So should I continue, or do I stop? Well, let me continue. Okay, so next is the rule number 5. Rule number 5. This is an interesting one. So what happened the last year when this pandemic hit us, when the COVID hit us? There was a point when all of us started thinking that this is the end of the world. There was a point when we thought that, okay, we are all gonna die. We were thinking that the world is gonna be over. We all went into a lockdown, and the moment this pandemic thing started coming down, we started hearing of stories of how the rich have become more rich. Well, this is what I'm talking about. You need to understand that these bad times, these tough times keep coming back. And it is these times, if you have the cash, if you have the money, you can become wealthy. A lot of people become wealthy in these bad times. A lot of people become poor. A lot of people get devastated, but smarter ones become wealthy, very, very, very wealthy in these bad times. Why? Because there is a sale out there. Everything out there is on sale. 40% discount, 50% discount, 60% discount. Everything is on sale. And if you have the cash, if you have the money at the right time, you go out, you invest, and the moment the world comes out of that stress, of that distress, your investment doubles, triples, multiplies multiple number of times in no time. And that is when you become wealthy. So make sure that you have enough to put in those times. Now, this is something that you need to figure out. That was rule number 5. Rule number 6, start studying investors. People who have made a lot of money, start studying them. It could be Warren Buffett, it could be Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, it could be Mark Cuban, it could be a lot of people. Start studying people who have been successful with making a lot of money, incredible amount of money. I'm not talking about those middle class or somebody who has made a few millions. No, I'm not talking about them. Start studying people who have made incredible amounts of money. You will get to learn a lot. Yeah, don't blindly follow them, because they have their own set of circumstances and you have your own, but learn from them. What they did, how they did, in what circumstances they did what, and then implement those to your life. Don't blindly follow them, but yes, you will have a lot to learn from them. This was rule number 6. And then the rule number 7 is stop comparing yourself. When you are in this money game, stop comparing yourself with somebody who is already ahead, far ahead of you in the money game, because they will advise you of not taking risks, not doing enough. They will have a different set of vision. Or somebody who is far behind you in the money game, he will have a different set of advice for you. So do not ever compare yourself with anybody when you are in this money game. Always believe yourself, trust yourself, and you will win the game. Rule number 7, done and dusted. 3 more rules to go. You're ready? Okay, rule number 8, beat yourself every single time. So don't compare yourself with others, but make sure that you beat yourself every single time. So if last year you made a profit of maybe 30%, this year it should be 40%. Beat yourself, beat your estimates, beat your forecasts, beat whatever you have thought for yourself. Beat yourself every single time. This will make you fat. This will make you your wallet fat. Well, beat yourself every time. Number 9, rule number 9 is network with people. Networking is really important, and networking with the right people. People who have been successful, people who have already made a lot of money for themselves. Be with them, be around them, make friendship with them, and only then you would be having, or you would be achieving what you want to achieve for yourself. Network yourself with the wealthy, with the rich, people who have made something for themselves. Do that. And the number 10 rule, the biggest lie that we are being sold: diversification. Do not diversify. Do not diversify your money. This is one thing that all those financial advisors who are there to make a lot of money for themselves are teaching you. Do not diversify. If you are seriously into that money making game, you are not bothered about that risk and all of those things. You are into the money game, you want to make a lot of money for yourself. Stop diversifying. Put all the eggs in one basket. And when that basket grows, your money multiplies. You cannot be happy with a 10% or a 20% return. If you want to really play the money game, you want to have it multiplied, and it will only multiply when you go all in. You cannot compromise. Well, these were the 10 rules of money, and I hope you enjoyed it. And there's one more thing that I wanted to share with you or talk to you about money before I end this video. I'm about 35 years now, and if I have to calculate how much of money has passed through my hands in the last 35 years, what would that number be? In the last, let's say in the last 20 years, how much of money has passed through my hands? That would come to a huge number, right? That would come to be a huge number. But if I compare that with what savings I have or how much of money I have in my wallet, I might not feel very happy about it. You might not feel very happy about it. You might feel so sad. You might suddenly start feeling sad about it. That, oh my God, the money that has gone through my hand in the last 20 years is more than $1 million or more than $1 billion. And what I have in my wallet or what I have in my account is so low. Why is that? Why on earth do I have so less money? Well, the reason is that you have not been following the money game. The money game you have not been following the rules of the money that I just said. Go back, hear those 10 rules once again and see how much of it can you start implementing in your life. And you will see things have started changing. You will see how things have started changing for you and how your wallet is getting fatter, your bank account is getting heavier. Try that out and tell me the results. I'll be waiting for you. And if you have any questions around money, business and finance, feel free to come back to me. This is Sawan Kumar. We'll be waiting for your questions, your queries. Until then, have a very, very, very good day.